Hi. Are you teaching, coaching, or directing? Because those are three different things. All of them can happen within an acting class, but I find it really helpful in consent-based acting classes to have clarity for the teacher and hopefully also for the student to have clarity how would they like to be supported in that acting class when possible. So teaching, at least for me, is can highly benefit from having time. The feeling of having time within that one class and the knowledge of having time, whether it's a day, whether it is a week, whether it's a month or a year, teaching can highly benefit from having time. Time to investigate, time gives us possibility to repeat, to return to have the same exercise done in very many different ways, repeating an exercise but having a new experience on it. So time allows depth, and like any skill, and all these different areas of skills that an actor can benefit, teaching benefits from having time. And when I say this, of course, we can learn something in an hour, but I'm talking about the so-called slow learning, the deep learning. Coaching. So coaching could be, for instance, a moment an actor comes to a class and said, I have an audition tomorrow. Can I work on this audition? So then perhaps there is a goal. If the actor wants to, let's say it's in my on-camera class, we might just shoot that audition. So then I will make every possible thing in order to help the actor to gain the result that they would like to have in their audition. So it's a different kind of thing. In teaching moment, coaching can be also very, very beneficial. So in this slower process of learning, moments of coaching can highly clarify for the actor how to become a self-coaching actor. So let's say that I remember a lot of the acting classes I took when I was younger. We would do this whole scene, and then afterwards there would be like a critique of the scene, the feedback. I find it more beneficial that if there's a challenge for the actor that repeats in their work, that I will coach if those moments, if we have something that we're working on, I find it highly beneficial. If there's agreement with, the actor might find it highly beneficial that in this moment on an acting block or getting in their head or something, or whatever the moment is within the work, that we'll have a moment of coaching going side by side in the learning process. There's also a moment of coaching. So the actor can learn to solve the so-called problem for themselves, so they can later coach themselves in those moments, let's say on set, for instance. So we have teaching, we have coaching, and then we have directing. It can be highly beneficial, and I recommend that when we have the longer learning process, when we have done some coaching, why not then learn and teach how to take direction, how to hear the words of the director, hear the director's what. Perhaps the director is also talking about the why, and some directors will directly go into the result they want to see and experience. How that direction can then, how the actor can learn to translate that language of what and maybe why into how. So if the actor is not having anything changing in their sensations of the atmosphere, if they haven't gained what I call leading sensation, then the direction is still in the level of intellect. But our job as an actor is to embody the how. So it could be greatly beneficial to learn to take different kinds of directions so that no matter what kind of director we're working with, we can go like, oh, got it. This and this and this. Now I know if nothing changed in me, my breathing is not changing. I don't have a clarity on sensation that the character might be having, or the atmosphere is not arriving to me, if the circumstances are not, if I'm not starting to embody the circumstances of the character, I will ask more clarifying questions, or I will learn to try something out and see if that's what the director meant. Any thoughts on this? Do you separate teaching, coaching, and directing in your classes? And as an actor, when you take an acting class, do you know when it's about a slower learning process, where allowing time, having patience that learning can take time? And sometimes we learn the most in those moments where we feel like, well, right? That it can really take some time, and it should take time. Or is it the moment of coaching, like, yes, give me everything, like what, let's coach, let's get this moment, let's work it so we can have this audition, whatever it's helpful in that moment, so we get this thing done. Or coaching could also, of course, mean all sorts of other things. Sometimes coaching is just bringing the sense of ease and bringing the sense of, I have all the time in the world. That could be also coaching. Coaching doesn't have to be quick and fast, even if the results will be quick and fast. Perhaps the best coaching is allowing time, or the feeling and the sensation of time. Or is the moment of direction, the vision of the director, and how can it also can become the actor's vision, inspired vision, self-directing actor. Any thoughts on this?